Hi everybody, it's Casey Williams. A couple of weeks ago we tested the plug-in version of the Jeep Grand Cherokee Trailhawk. We really liked it a lot, but at $72,000 it was a little bit expensive, and for some it might be a little bit too large. Well, for you I think we got the right vehicle this week. It's a 2023 Jeep Compass Trailhawk. Let's go have a look at it. Well, the Compass definitely has all the styling cues of its larger brother. And just as a reminder, Trailhawk is Jeep's off-road brand. So these are the ones that are more rugged, a little more capable, and a little more adventurous off-road. But you know, look at the Compass. It really has the family resemblance. It has the hood stripe on it, the hood applique as well. Trailhawk here. So again, that's kind of cool. All the blacked out grille and trim, LED headlamps. Come around the side. Again, the black wheel seems to be this thing for all the off-road vehicles, the extreme off-road vehicles. And this one has them 17-inch black alloys. Looks really good. But I also like, I just like the overall look at it. I think this one has a much more upscale look than the previous generation Compass. And some of the changes they made on the inside for 2023 also kind of elevated stature a little bit. But I really like it. I like the black roof. I like the black trim here too. It just looks kind of menacing. Looks really cool. I even like the kind of the red outline here on the Compass badge. I think it's cool. Come around the back. Again, really just looks a lot like the Grand Cherokee, just a smaller version of it. The Trailhawks also have the red tow hooks back here in the back and also up in the front. Power hatch. There's a fair amount of space in here. I mean, again, you're not going to take all 5 people and luggage for a week out in the wilderness, but 2 to 4 people would fit very comfortably and get all your stuff back here. And you got split fold back seats that go down. Well, Jeep did a really good job finessing the exterior styling on the new Compass Trailhawk, but they really did their best work on the interior with the upgrades here. And it really starts here in the center of the dash with the new touchscreen. It's a lot easier to use. It's a lot bigger. I like the way it does it. And again, it really kind of helps connect it to the bigger Grand Cherokee. And the kind of the upscale feel of the vehicle. Again, very easy to use. I love the Chrysler Group touchscreens. Just easy icons down at the bottom. You get the media, climate controls there, navigation, your phone, and apps. Very easy swipe screen, easy to do it. Has wireless Apple CarPlay, wireless Android Auto, so very easy to connect your devices. Down below we have wireless phone charging. You just throw it in the console, connect it easy. But the other thing I really like that Chrysler does with their systems, so you can do it all by touch up here if you want to, but they keep the key functions down below with buttons and knobs. So you got a proper volume knob, proper tuning knob, climate controls here, hotter and cooler for the automatic climate control, dual zone, and the fan speeds. So I just think they do a really good job of having the technology when you need the technology and then making it very simple the rest of the time. This has the Alpine audio system in it. Just absolutely booms in the door. Sounds really good. I like it a lot. But we started kind of tapping around looking again. This is when it really, to me, starts feeling more like a downsized Grand Cherokee. Nothing feels cheap in here. I mean, the dash is padded, it's stitched. I like the red stitching here, and it's just got texture to it, very nice. Kind of an aluminum look and feel down here below. If you tap, it's plastic, but it looks really convincing, looks very nice. And just really everything you kind of touch and feel feels expensive. I like the steering wheel, the nice thick leather wrap steering wheel. This is heated, red stitching. Front seats, they're heated and ventilated, leather, again, really soft. But they also feel like, if you got out on the trail and got some mud in here, it'd be very easy to wash the vehicle down and clean it right up. I like the dual pane sunroof as well. Open it up. We've had some nice weather the last couple of days. Open it up, getting some air in the car. And the flat screen instruments, I think just everything about it just feels really nice. And as you'd expect, really a full suite of crash avoidance systems too. So this has adaptive cruise with lane centering steering. It's got automatic emergency braking. It's got rear cross path detection, lane keep assist, blind spot warning. Everything you expect in an upscale Jeep crossover. Well, before we get on the road, I just want to show you a couple of other things on the Trailhawk that really make it capable. I mean, again, Trailhawks, they're really super capable off-road brand for their vehicles. And in truth, the Compass is really a Fiat-based crossover. But it can do some things off-road too. So you got 4-wheel low, so you got a crawl gear, 4-wheel lock, and hill descent control. Those are very nice for helping you just kind of managing terrain off-road. But you can also configure the powertrain for rocks, snow, sand, and you put it in automatic mode. I leave it in automatic mode. So that helps configure the all-wheel drive system, throttle, to make the most of your driving situation. Well, I've actually had a lot of time in the Compass, both this week and then a couple of weeks ago I had one and drove round trip from Indianapolis, Indiana to Flint, Michigan and back. So I had some pretty good miles in the vehicle. And whether I was out on the interstate running, well with the speed limit, or just kind of trumping through traffic, I like it. In fact, it's actually one of my favorite in this class. And what really makes it, I think, makes it stand out for me is it is a Fiat-based chassis. So when you drive it, it feels very European. It feels tight, but it doesn't feel harsh. And especially with big off-road tires, it really absorbs the shock and the road rough pretty good. So it's really a nice balance of handling and feeling planted to the road, but not being uncomfortable. I like the engine. It's a Fiat engineered engine. It's a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine. Delivers 200 horsepower and 221 pound-feet of torque. And again, you got all-wheel drive and you got an 8-speed transmission. So it does a really good job of getting all that power to the road. I really like that turbo. The turbo just kind of keeps you in the right torque range wherever you're driving it. Fuel economy is not bad. 24 miles per gallon in the city, 32 on the highway. So again, for a vehicle, it's kind of a mid-size SUV with pretty substantial off-road capability. I think 32 miles per gallon on the highway is pretty good. But I just have really enjoyed driving the vehicle. I just think the way it handles and the way it feels is really good. So like I said at the beginning, the Compass is a little bit smaller and considerably less expensive than the Grand Cherokee. But it really gives you, all the style and most of the off-road capability that you get in the Grand Cherokee. Sure, it doesn't have the air suspension that really improves the ride quality and raises you up for off-roading, and it doesn't have quite as much interior space, but I think you get a lot for the money. So the Compass starts at $28,400. This one, admittedly, this is the Trailhawk, everything on it's a little pricier, $46,290. But if you compare that to everything else in this class, I think it's a very fair price. Well, next week, another fun car. Until then, storm forward.